Okay, time to play the round of 32 for the Dominion 2020 Championships. Currently going to play 2 for 1588. Sounds like a bargain to me. They just upset the 23rd seed in the round of 64. And I believe they have a table up already. Yep. First 4 wins, or I think technically 3.5 wins the match. Alternating starts. Game 7 is random if we get that far. Okay, let's see what we got. I'm getting bad memories. I think it was Game 1 of the first grand final match versus E-Honda, or maybe it was the winner's bracket finals. Game 1 of one of the 3 finals matches I played versus E-Honda for the tournament Big Money. It was the Game 1 and had Coven and Sanctuary being the 2 operative cards. I'm getting flashbacks to that. So we've got trashing is Doctor or Sanctuary or Amulet. Ducat can trash coppers, I guess, in a technical sense. Action, Conclave, draw, Black Cat. No way to net increase hand size, though, because if you play Conclave and then Black Cat, you're back to a 5-card hand. So, Coven will probably matter some, I think. The Kingdom doesn't seem like strong enough to ignore it. Black Cat will therefore probably not be super important because Curses will be out before Province time. Labyrinth. I should think about Labyrinth. Labyrinth makes Engineer and Amulet look slightly better because those can make it easy to get 2 things per turn. What do I want to do? Definitely going to get thin. Maybe play some Covens, play some Sanctuaries. That could be double Amulet. It could be like Amulet Engineer. Could be save a copper and have a 5-coin Doctor turn 2. Probably not the Doctor thing. I love turn 1 5-coin Doctors. If I'm doing it turn 2, it's only 40% likely to hit a stage instead of 60%. And turn 2 is just worse than turn 1 because it's a full turn less. I think this is an Amulet for me. Doggy. I don't want you out. So now do I want a second Amulet or do I want a Engineer? I think probably just save the estate and buy a second Amulet. I just really want to get thin quickly. And then I can get those Labyrinth points if it's important by gaining silvers or something. So I wonder if they have a 2-5. Nope. Okay, so they had 3-4, and they did do the Doctor line. I mean, it's not bad. I feel like it's worse than double Amulet. Especially with save around, you can resolve Amulet collision pretty easily. So now I've got 4. I've already got 2 terminals on my deck. So I think I want Conclave before I touch. I'm not even sure if I ever get Engineer, to be honest. I don't know why I'm referencing it so much. I'm not at all confident that's a good card in this deck. Like, what am I gaining with it other than, like, silvers, which Amulet can do already? I think I just want to trash this estate and save a copper. Seems good. Don't want the Engineer, I don't think. Oh my, that is too much money. I don't need that much money. What I'm going to do is 7. That's just... I'm rolling in the dough. I think I'm gonna trash and then buy a. Well, I could gain a silver and then buy a. I think trash and buy Coven or gain silver by Sanctuary are the two lines that seem appealing. I'm leaning towards the Sanctuary thing, but I'll revise that in a second. Let me look at what they've done. So they got the Doctor Play turn 2. Dang, they got 3 copper trashes in turn 3. I missed that. That's good. I mean, like if Doctor can do that, then obviously it's a good card. Doctor is very luck dependent though. Okay, well, given that, they might be in a better spot than I am because they're very thin. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna gain silver, save a copper, buy Sanctuary. And then here I think I will trash and take a Coven. I'm not sure how important Coven is, to be honest. Like, you might be in a situation where you can just do one massive Doctor Overpay and kill all the curses at once. Not at all confident that's not possible. Yeah, their deck is so thin. So very thin. Nice place to be. They only have 4 cards in their deck right now. That's over trashing. that is definitely over trashing. I shall gain a silver, set aside a copper, and I'm definitely playing this amulet. I can play it for +1 coin and buy a 5 cost, which is good. I can like trash and buy a silver, which is also good. I still have a decent number of coppers, right? Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, yeah, I have 5 of my coppers. I think I'm just going to take a second Sanctuary for now. So I can get thin. Because my deck is not as thin as their deck is. It looks like we're going to split Labyrinth points evenly, or maybe not. I expected them to gain a silver there, and they elected not to. I'm not going to complain if they don't. Let's exile all these. Oh, do I want? And I could buy a 5 cost here, second Coven or something. I don't know. Really don't. Could also get a black cat. I kind of do want to take these Labyrinth points. If they were at like 4 or 8, I wouldn't care as much. But they're at a multiple of an odd number. I don't know if that's the right way to say that. That's probably not. But like, it's at 6. Which means if I take these now, then I likely win the split 8-4, which matters somewhat. Especially in a weaker kingdom like this. I'm not sure what I buy here that involves taking 2 things. Could be like Black Cat Engineer or Conclave Black Cat. I think I like. Oh wait, I can't do. That's not possible. I don't have enough money for Conclave and Black Cat together. Could do Conclave Engineer. I'll do Black Cat And maybe a second black cat. Not sure about any of this. And then I probably want a second conclave soonish. Scan of silver, save that. So surely they take 2 cards here. They got to be gaining a silver, right? What? Okay, well, I'll happily win the labyrinth split 10-2, I guess. Oh, if you insist. And I mean, they're going to be ahead on curses. That's for sure. That might matter a lot. Not sure there's a whole lot I can do about that, given their doctor in the early game, which paid off very well. Oof, yeah. I got Coven first, didn't I? I've given out 1 curse to their 6. That's the difference that thinning will get. I think I will lose the curse split 2-8, despite getting Coven sooner. Let's see, Kane's a Coven. Yeah, I got mine a turn and a half sooner. Well, it might be unfortunate. I believe this is also how I lost that game to E Honda, was losing the curse split badly. Okay, here we go. Never mind. That feels like a premature province. Thank you very much. I don't know why they don't want to exile all the curses right now. It's going to happen anyway. I no longer care about labyrinth points. Exile that. Okay, so I only lost at 6-4. Can't complain about that. Definitely could have been worse. Do I want to exile anything? I kind of want to maximize the chance I can draw my deck, because I would love to have a big Doc Overpay next turn to kill all those curses. I wonder if there's a world where I just like exile my Coven. They only have 2 curses exiled. If they had more curses in their mat, I might consider just like leaving them there so that they couldn't trash them. But for 2, it's probably not that significant. So here I have 10. I could have 11. I like the idea of buying black cats at this point, so I think I'm not going to exile anything. Let's just get me a province, and a kitty, and a conclave, so I can play all those. Actually, maybe the conclaves aren't even that important. They're likely to activate these black cats for me. Alright, there's all the curses. Really hoping for a big doctor here is the plan. That does require that I draw a lot more than I currently am, though. Okay, maybe I'm not getting the doctor play that I wanted. Don't exile. Yeah, if I did a Doc Overpay, I'd probably trash like 2-ish curses right now. That's not enough to justify it, I don't think. Probably just another province and another cat. Could have considered saving that amulet. Not sure if it was better than playing it or not. My position seems weirdly fine. I mean, honestly, it might be getting a lot worse really soon because the curse is about to hit. And it's possible I just haven't felt the full force of this yet. But I seem to like my position. We'll figure out if those curses are as bad as they seem in a second. Alright, so now's when they're going to start hurting. Yep, there's 2 of them. Is it worth overpaying at this point? I got 4 curses and 14 cards. I would see 6 of them. Probably better just to save a curse and buy a province, I think. And hope to trash a few with amulets. It looks like I actually would have hit at least 3 of these curses. Oh, never mind. One of these is ones I saved. I would have hit at least 2 of these curses, which maybe is worth it. 2 points for a thin deck versus 6 points outright. It still seems like a close game. They're most likely going to get that third to last province. I don't know what the word is for that. Penultimate. And that's usually a good thing to get. Then I get to trash a curse. Perhaps I should have considered buying a duchy instead. Not sure about that. It's very possible duchy made more sense there. One point versus 3, but 2 fewer jump cards. I guess we'll find out in a second if it mattered. This lets me save a curse, so I can guarantee I trash a curse, but I probably wasn't going to be able to do that anyway. Yeah, now these curses are starting to hurt a bit. That's still a pretty decent points lead. Go kitties go. I like that they drew just exactly that far, because they go back in the discard, then I get to draw them again if need be. I think I should still trash here. Come on. Ah, that is not the cards I wanted to draw. Ooh. That hurt. Definitely did not want to draw 2 Conclaves dead. So I'm saving Conclave or Black Cat. Probably Black Cat is better right now, because they are very likely to buy something green. I'll buy Duchy. I sure hope they buy something green, otherwise this turn is going to be awful. I still think I'm in a good spot. 8 points is just a lot this late in the game. I mean, my deck is clearly a lot worse, but... Let's see. J trashes a curse. I only trashed 2 curses so far. I feel like I could have trashed more. I've exiled a curse, which doesn't really help because it's already been exiled. Okay. I think I'm in the clear now, because I've now hit 8. Actually, I've hit more than 8. I've hit a big number. 10. I should save the curse so I can trash it, and I'll buy province. Okay, I think I'm winning here. This looks like a good hand. So, I think the Black Cats are great. I feel like he doesn't have enough Black Cats. Like, they're going to activate basically every time you see him here. Like, the little laboratories, you can save them. I was very happy with them. I think he bought a province a turn too early. Triggering those Black Cats helped me a ton. It's also possible that he just had no way of knowing that the Black Cats were there, and it was a rational calculation. Other than the Black Cats, I feel like he also just let me take too many of the Labyrinth points. He easily could have gotten half of them at that one point. Maybe to gaining more silvers off those amulets, even if it meant getting to Coven slightly later. I'm saying this as if I've already won, but it does kind of feel like I have. So I'm definitely... This is 7, so I can't quite get there. Pretty sure the play is to trash a curse. I'm considering whether it makes more sense to just like buy a state and save something nice versus just buy a duchy. I think buying duchy is probably just the safer thing, right? This looks like a pretty good hand. I've got 5 in hand already, and at least 4 draw. Exiling the curses temporarily with Sanctuary. Exiling the curses temporarily with Sanctuary at least makes them miss the shuffle, which is kind of nice. Okay, this is a win in hand. +1 coin, Coven. I don't even think I need to play those. Okay, game 1. I was player 1 though. GG. Careful, doggy. All right, what have we here? What I see is a lot of ways to gain silver. Wayfarer can gain silver, Squire can gain silver, Tracker can gain silver off of Mountain's Gift, Mine can gain silver off of Copper, Upgrade can gain silver off of Estate, and you can buy silver. I don't know if there's any significance to any of that. So, got the 2-5. They open Upgrade. I'll probably end up doing the same after thinking about this for a while. But let's look. This is tough. I mean, you got all the components for a good engine. Upgrade is trashing. Squire is action. Gear, Wayfarer, draw. You also got some phenomenal big money things here. Gear, Wayfarer, and crop rotation could make for some serious big money play. I feel like the engine has to be better though. Upgrade plus rats looks real nice and could get you a lot of distant lands really fast. So I think it's still worth building. So if that's the case, I should open rats. Not that. I should open upgrade. And then I'll get rats soonish and then start building. Which means I can't buy one of the 2s here because then I will. Maybe I could consider opening one of these 2 costs and a rats. They have a debt right now, so if I take the debt off, it doesn't actually help them. I could do like Tracker rats. That sends me going into turn 3 with 1 debt, and then I'm unlikely to hit 5. That's probably worse. Like, I want to get the upgrade now, because there's just no guarantee I get it soon otherwise. In which case, I'm just buying tax here. Not sure what I'm taxing. What am I taxing? Probably I should tax rats, even though I want it. Because we both want it, and he's player 1. So he's just more likely to be the first one to buy rats just because he's player 1. This will probably just be a second upgrade, I think. Sure hope my upgrade did not bottom deck. Okay, good, it didn't. Gear makes sense. Buy that rats. Buy the rats. Take it. Take that debt. Coward. Life requires sacrifices. He's unwilling to make them. I think I have to take a Squire here. I hope to draw an estate here. I would much rather upgrade my estates than my coppers in the early game. He feels ahead. I have 2 upgrades though. Maybe he's not ahead. Maybe I'm ahead. But he has 2 Wayfarers and an extra Squire, all of which is nice. Definitely saving the estate. What do I want to buy? I could buy a Wayfarer for 3 or a Squire for 2. I guess I should buy the Squire just because it lets me save an extra thing. I'll get the Wayfarers soonish anyway. So he's not taking silvers voluntarily. I think that probably does make sense. This is probably just another gear. Alright, I am back. No, what was I doing? Looks like I am setting aside for gear. I have lost all train of thought. So I've gotten rid of all my estates. I've seen both my upgrades. I just gotta get myself reacquainted with where I am in the game right now. I've trashed 1 copper. I see 5 more in my hands. I think those bottom 2 cards are Copper Squire. So if I set aside 2 things and then play the upgrade, I will have 1, 2, 3, 4 money. And I can buy an upgrade Squire. That sounds good to me. Not upgrade Squire, Wayfarer Squire. I think I like my position. I think getting the second upgrade earlier has helped me. I mean, not that it was like me outplaying him. I just drew 5. But I think I'm thinner. He does have an extra Wayfarer. I've got an extra Squire and an extra gear, and I've trashed a bit more. I think I will strongly consider gaining a silver off of my Wayfarer. I would like to upgrade silver into rats, because this yellow belly here is unwilling to remove the death that I placed for me. At this point, rats are going to be less good than it otherwise would be, because I don't have a whole lot of junk left. I got a decent number of coppers, though. Okay. Gains a silver over a 3rd gear. I guess that makes sense for him. He's got 4 draw cards already and just 2 Squires at the moment. Now that's a big number. He's at a very big number. Thank you. Thank you for removing that debt. You've done a valuable community service. Okay. Down there I've got, I think it's definitely a pouch. And then I think the other card is a copper. I've trashed 4 coppers out of 6. Yeah, it's a copper. So I could play... What's the order Wayfarer works in? I gained the silver after drawing. So I could play Squire for action, Squire for silver, and draw all that. And then I'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 money. And then I could buy like Squire rats, actually. Sounds kind of nice. In which case I should just set aside this gear. I don't think I see anything better than that. Oh, I can't count. I get... Oh yeah, Squires give money. Okay, I have more money than I thought. Maybe I should have set aside that copper as well. So then me, I have 8 to work with. That could change what I'm willing to buy. I think I still want the silver. I feel like I'm drawing pretty well. I also think I still want the rats. I mean, the reason not to get rats now would be I could upgrade silver into 1 if I wanted it. But I think I want to buy rats. How am I on actions? I've got 3 squires, so I can play 4 actions. I got 1 gear set aside. So 1, 2, 3. I can afford to get another Wayfarer here and also be able to play it. Provided I counted correctly, which is not a guarantee. I'm not sure how consistently I want to take these silvers. At some point they might get bad. Now I've got 1 more Wayfarer in there, 2 more upgrades, and a gear, and a rats. I'm going to ignore rats. Rats is not really draw because it's going to get me a rats. So I can draw 3 with the other Wayfarer, 2 with the upgrade, and then 2, so 3, 5, 7, 9. Yeah, I can definitely gain silvers off of both of these and still be able to draw them, I think. Unless I just bottom deck everything. Done setting aside. Where are you at, rats? Come out, wherever you are. Okay, then. I guess I'm not drawing everything. There's no attack cards, so upgrading Squire is not super appealing. Am I going to trash all these coppers right as I was just getting into the rats thingy? That is so sad. But I guess that's just how it's going to be. I kind of just want to take all the squires. Their action is a limited resource. I've got enough money to do it. Well, 8 money could get me 3 squires and a Wayfarer. I have 6, 7, 8. Yeah, if I trash this copper, I can do that. That does leave me not playing the gear, but I think I can live with that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oof, this hand. Well, I guess I'm playing the rats and seeing what we draw. I'm very sad that bottom decked. I have won the Squire split, which seems kind of nice, but not necessarily decisive in this kingdom. You could easily pivot to something a little less big and still be totally fine. I have 6 squires in this deck. Where are they? I sure hope one's on top. I mean, 6 out of 14 to draw. It's actually less than that. I should kind of ignore the upgrades, I think, for these purposes. Like 6 out of 12. I have like a 50% shot of drawing a squire, I think, here. My odds of failing to dud are not that bad. I have to kill a silver or something, though, but that's fine. I'm getting like unlimited silvers off of Wayfarer. Those dreams of getting a bunch of rats and upgrading them all are not looking phenomenally likely right now. I guess I should take silvers every single time with Wayfarer, because even if I have more than I need, they can just be food for rats or something. And I can upgrade the rats, because I have nothing else to do with my upgrades at this point. Now what about piles? Squires are out. And Wayfarers seem very easy to pile. You just like buy a copper, then buy 5 Wayfarers. And upgrades could very easily run if you upgrade some rats. I should pay attention to piles. I can definitely foresee upgrade Wayfarer piling. Like Province here is probably not the right move, but it would not be ridiculous. Oh my, they really don't want me to have Wayfarers. Well, if that's how it's going to be, clearly Topher is listening in and just like, pile out, not on my watch. Squire? All right, thank you, rats. I should play the Wayfarer first. Gain silver. 2 actions. Gain silver. 2 actions. Gain silver. 2 actions. Draw things. Done setting aside. 2 actions. Draw things. Okay. It's gonna be time to green pretty soon. Well, if they're gonna be so rude as to deny me my pile out, maybe I just start provincing soon. 2 actions. Alright, there's a rats. And those last 2 cards are silvers. So I think I have to set aside this upgrade. How much money will I have? 6. I'm going to count this correctly this time and not mess up. 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17. Is that right? 6, 8, 10, 16, 17. Yeah. I think I want to buy Province Crop Rotation. Crop Rotation seems really good with gear because I can set aside the Province on the following turns. So I can set aside 1 silver as well and be happy. Wait a second. Did that work the way? Yeah, that worked the way I thought it was going to. Yeah, now what do I gain? Distant lands is worth points. It's probably the best thing right now. I don't want to upgrade too many things. I only have 1 rats in my entire deck. I think I'm just in greening mode now. Let's do it. I'm gonna get crop rotation and a province. Please top deck one of those. Okay, I'll take it. Not the ideal one to top deck, but better than not. I think I like my position. How did it get this way? I feel like it might have just been that early second upgrade. I think it might just be that I hit 5 and then he didn't. Like I just got thin a little faster. Beyond that, I'm not really sure. I'm not confident that taxing Wayfarer up to 6 made any sense, but maybe there was a reason for that I'm missing. Maybe he was really worried about that pile out, which, I mean, to be fair, it was a threat. Crop rotation. 2 actions. I think I just take tons of silvers now, right? My deck's going to fall apart a little bit anyway. Does that make sense? Maybe it doesn't make sense. Maybe I shouldn't take all the silvers. I don't know if more silvers is good for me or not. I mean, it guarantees I don't draw my deck, but also guarantees I'm less likely to have a dead hand. I think it's fine. I think I'm just going to be greedy about it. Another distant lands. Especially because I can like set them aside with gear if needed. Maybe I should do that. I should probably set aside the squire. I have 5, 16 money. That's a nice even number. Oh, that dog! He taxed provinces? I wanted to buy a province. Well, I guess I can't now. Might as well buy something else. I'm buying provinces anyway. I got 6. What do I want for 6? I could buy a $14 Wayfarer. Probably shouldn't do that. Cards that might be good. Another Distant Lands could be good. Gear seems like a really good card at this point in the game. Duchy seems worse than Distant Lands, I think. Actually, not totally sure about that. I kind of think Gear is just the best card for my deck at this point. Top decked another green card. Actually, I don't think that matters. Didn't I set it? Yeah, I set aside a province. So I'm not going to discard the Distant Lands anyway. I mean, this isn't totally one or anything. He's got those rats. He can gain a bunch of the Distant Lands real easily. Those are a fair bit of points. But if he takes them all, I can just grab the gears. Yeah, I like my position a lot. It's hard to see how he scores enough without lowering piles. And my deck is getting worse, but it's not so worse that I can't easily do 3 gears in a turn if I needed to. Almost clicked on crop rotation before gear. That would have been a mistake. I guess I just turn this upgrade into... Oh, maybe I should have not gained the silver there so I could upgrade this upgrade into a Wayfarer. Oh well, no big deal. I shall just take myself. Oh, wait. I don't like that I am out of cards to draw with. I'm considering maybe I can just upgrade like silver or something so I can try to draw on. I would really love to find at least a gear or something. What are my odds of that? I got 10 cards down there. And some number of them are draw card. I'm gonna try. I don't mind adding 2 rats to my deck. Well, it didn't work. This is bad. This is real bad. I'm looking at all my squires. So these next 2 turns are the dud turns. Blah. Very sad about this. Tragic. Truly tragic. I was really hoping to find a gear or something. I love to set aside the province for crop rotation purposes. I don't mind taking 2 rats if needed because I can upgrade them into duchies or something. But drawing all my squires and leaving like some Wayfarers and gears down there just seems no bueno. Is Wayfarer better than rats here? I kind of think the answer is yes. So I have 3, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10 money. That jerk has taxed provinces again. Well, as an American, I feel a patriotic duty to evade taxes, so I guess I'm not buying province this turn. I think I might just take a bunch of gears. He can't score over 16 points and pile out in a turn. Then again, I have a dud coming up. What if he plays it risky? If I buy the province, it's only 2 debt. If my next turn weren't a dud turn, I think I would just snap up the gears in a heartbeat and put him on the clock. But I feel like, if I lower gears and then he just lowers the rest of the piles, then I dud. Maybe he's in a position to win. I think I should just buy the province. Yeah, look at this hand. Look at this nightmare of a hand. That was a very unfortunate draw. I should just play the gear and really, really, really hope to draw a squire the following turn. Like really, 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 really. I wonder if the silvers were a mistake. It's possible the silvers were a mistake and this is self-caused. But like I also just drew the actions in all the wrong order. Like all my villages are on top and my draw was on bottom. Okay, well he's lowering piles a lot. I wonder if it's worth the extra debt to have just not played some of the squires. Like, if he's paying attention, he could be like, oh, Jacob's played all his squires already. He's going to dud. And then play around that. I'm not sure if that extra information is worth taking debt for, though. He's only got 7 money in his deck. I mean, he can add that easily by playing his Wayfarers for silver, but that's not a lot of money. These taxes are just oppressive. I worked hard for my money. I deserve to keep it. I mean, I could just take the distant lands. What does his deck even do? There's 5 distant lands played. There's 1 there. I think he might have 2 more in his deck somewhere. So he plays those. He gets to 20 points. I'm not totally sure that if I take distant lands, he can't just do province and 3 gears. He probably can't, but I'm not totally sure. This should just be duchy. I think it should just be duchy. If I have a good draw, like this, perfect. Well, actually not perfect. I still need to find his god darn squire. But I was just about to say, I can get the distant lands anyway by upgrading the rats if I'm looking for a pile out. So duchy first makes sense to me. Please, squires, please be in the top 2 cards. I beg you. I had a very big lead, and it is narrowing after 2 bad turns in a row. He's taking gold. He still doesn't have that many draw cards, though, does he? Yeah, I don't know. If I draw a squire here, I think I'm still very winning. It's possible that one more dud here is enough to really hurt me. I've also had, what, 2 turns without crop rotation now. My crops are in a very dire state. Okay, here we go. I think I'm good. I'm going to just take this distant lands, and we're going to go for it. 2 actions. Squire, please. Gain silver. Okay. We're getting places. We're getting places. Let's keep it going. Uh-oh. Where's the rest of my squires? Okay, the train has stopped. We're just going to play the gear. We're going to set aside these wayfarers, and we're still going to be totally fine. This still looks like a winning position to me. Ha! Your debt doesn't faze me. I'm a good citizen. I pay my dues to the government. So I've played 2 squires. I say 2 squires. There's 2 more down here. It seems pretty likely that I will be able to play one of those squires for plus buy and then buy 3 gears, I think. All right, let's rotate crops for once. Yeah, this looks like a win. This has got to be a win, right? I could even do it this way. I could upgrade a squire into a gear. Oh, look at that. That is a fancy play. I don't even use with normal plus buy. Okay, 2-0. And I get to be player 1 again. Player 1. That's why they call it player 1. It's because you win. It's not called player lost. Alright, what do we have here? Alright, this looks like a pretty clear monolithic Sauna Avanto kingdom. That kid. So we got trashing is Sauna, Stonemason, upgrade, plan, action, village, crossroads, Sauna, draw, and university. Draw is storyteller, Avanto, or imps. Plus buy does not exist, which bodes ill for highways. Is there a way to make highways good anyway? You could play exactly 7 highways and then just upgrade anything into province. You could get provinces 2 at a time with Devil's Workshop. Man, highway looks awkward here. Huh. So like what is your deck doing? You can gain 5 cost cards with university and like stonemason them down to 4 cost cards. That's not helpful. The gains are awkward. The gains are so awkward. It's a good copper gainer. But beyond that, I think I actually do it. I think you have to play with highways, I think. You have to get at least 4 highways. Because if you leave your opponent 7 highways, you're in very dire straits. Because all of a sudden, highway upgrade becomes like a real thing. So you have to contest highways enough to make sure they don't get 7. So 4 is the magic number for defensive purposes, and then you'd be really happy if you could be the one to get 7. And then 4, 5, or 6 don't really make much of a difference. I think university will be very good here, because gaining things is hard. Devil's Workshop will be very good here. And then we're going to try to draw things and then play highways. And I really don't know what happens if we get to a point where we both have like a decent number of highways. What about Devil's Workshop? Devil's Workshop gains things costing up to 4. So yeah, 4 is also the magic number of highways for Devil's Workshop. You could build a deck that, if you just play no universities in a turn, could gain 2 provinces per turn. Which is something. So I really want at least 4 highways. Now how do we get there? So 5 looks like it should be upgrade. And then I will take Potion and Devil's Workshop soon after. Is a Crossroads better than nothing? I feel like I'm in this situation often. I don't know. Does Crossroads improve your likelihood of drawing in the early game? Are you more likely to find it with 2 estates or with no estates? If I have 10 cards and I see 4 of them, this is the math problem. Oh no. I'll see 4 of them next to my Crossroads. The odds that neither of them is an estate surely has to be higher than 2. But then the benefit of drawing, I don't know. I'll ask someone afterwards since I actually know, but I have no idea whether Crossroads is good here or not. I think the answer is just I'm not going to get it because I want to trash the estates first. Please, if anyone's listening, someone solve that math problem of whether Crossroads increases or decreases your expected draw and tell me later. Estates, where are you? So you took silver. Makes sense. Actually, I don't know. Plan on University plus Potion sounds pretty good to me if I had 4-3. Silver Devil's Workshop also seems alright. Please draw a state. Okay, I'll take it. I think I want at least 1 silver, right? Potion or Devil? What do I have coming up? I have 3 coppers coming up. So I could get Devil's Workshop on account of, if I get that one, it can gain me the Potion. I could get Potion on account of next turn I have 3 and could plan University and start trashing that way. Which of those is better? If I get the Devil's Workshop earlier, I'm later to getting some of the 5-cost actions, but maybe sooner to getting imps. I think I like the earlier Potion. Again, having a lot of highways seems like it'd be really nice, and so I'd love to be the first one with universities. Plus Stonemason's around, so if you get like a nice 4+ Potion hand, you could easily get 2 universities and be pretty happy. That in mind, I mean, I could consider planning Stonemason instead of University. I think it makes more sense to plan University, though, because the chance I have 2 Potion and Junk in hand is higher than the chance I have 4 Potion and Junk in hand. Sauna. Okay, makes sense. He doesn't have an upgrade. Needs to trash somehow. Okay, so I have... What's down here? Just coppers? 4, 5... Yeah, I think I'm guaranteed to hit 4+ Potion here. That's nice. So much for the plan. This is a happy subversion of my plan. Do I want another silver? I'm not sure I want another silver. Maybe I don't want another silver. I have no saunas. I mean, silver helps me hit 4+ potion, which is kind of nice, but I think I'd rather just not add a stop card to my deck. I think I'd rather get an imp here, but that is not an option. So I will take University, Trash Estate, and I guess I'm gaining Sauna. I want to uncover Aventos, because I'm the one with 2 universities right now. And so I feel like I have the easier ability to acquire them in the short term. Trash. Buy. What do I buy? I don't know. I don't really need more villages. The question, I mean, I guess I'll buy a village over nothing if I decide that I don't want silver. But the question is, do I want another silver? I feel like the answer is yes. I've got a sauna now. And also, if I end up getting storytellers, those silvers will help me draw things. And drawing things is good. Okay, well, if you're going to uncover those, I'm going to take them. And draw them. Immediately. Okay. Third one? Sure, don't mind if I do. Fourth one? I almost could get a fifth one. I had one more coin. I guess I can just live with only having 4 of the Aventos. I mean, hard times, but I'll get by. Not sure why he needed 4 saunas. Like, your body can only physically be in 1 sauna at a time. I'm not even sure more universities is good, but I'm going to take them anyway. Ah, this hand. Please, please, my singular sauna be on the top. Pretty please. Uh-oh. He's getting the highways. Stay away from those. Okay. Heart of the cards. There are 16 cards down there, but I know my faithful sauna is on the top. Dang it. Do I still want more universities? I mean, it's kind of free because I get to, like, trash a thing. I think I just still want more universities. I mean, if I take nothing, I get a gold. Do I want a gold? I don't think I want a gold. I mean, I'd take a free gold, but I want the university. If I draw everything, this means I can get hella highways next turn. And I would like to have a lot of highways. I was planning on adding storytellers to this deck, but the game's going to be basically over by the time I even potentially do that. Stop drawing. You only have 1 Avento. You shouldn't be drawing this much. Stop it. Don't you take those. Oh, never mind. Your upgrade is fine. Dad, don't stop. Stay away from the highways. Those are mine. Alright, I think I have a turn where I don't dud like last time. I have 2 Aventos and a Sauna down there, so my odds of drawing seem pretty good. I feel like I'm going to have a good turn. Feel it. It's coming. So now piling out. With highways, I have a bigger pilot threat because I can university for all sorts of stuff, and he cannot. In fact, I think I want a second up. No, I can delay that until I make sure that I'm drawing. That might have been a dumb play order. Maybe I should have played my upgrade first to see whether I could. Yeah, that last card's an avatar. I'm going to draw. I'm still fine. Never mind. Where did I go awry? Oh, I'd already seen 3 of my avatars, not 2. I've miscounted things. Ah, sad. Okay. Well, I don't think you can pile out, so I'm just going to take some more highways, I think. And I don't know, maybe I need a storyteller to draw. How many highways do I have so far? 1, 2, 3. Well, this guarantees I have 4 highways, which I guess is the number I wanted to have. And I don't think he's threatening to pile out yet. Could be wrong. Yeah, that turn 10 really hurt. Or no, turn 11. I had a humongous lead, I think, going into turn 11, and then that dud is hurting a bit. I think I'm still in the lead. These universities should give me so much more pile pressure if my deck ever gets rolling. Now that I've got 4 highways, I'm fine if he gets the last 2. And then I probably just want to start taking like storytellers and such now. Maybe that last buy should have been a silver. I don't know. Alright, yeah, he's scoring already. Makes sense. If the pile-up threat is real, I've got 5 universities in my deck, which is a lot of gains. So he's probably just going to start greening now, I would think. Oh, Asana. I have not played University yet, so I can play this Imp. Okay, let's think about this. 9 points is a lot of points to score. I can potentially do that, though. I have 5 universities. So to win, I would have to do like 2. I don't think I can win this turn. I probably can't, but I'm going to count it just in case. 2 highways, buy a province, upgrade to 2 duchies. Yeah, this is starting to sound hard already. And then take 5 villages. Looks like the easiest path. Or no, I can maybe stonemason for no. Let's just count it. So if I use my 5 universities on 4 villages and a highway, and then let's say I have 5 universities on 5 villages, and then I use both my upgrades on 2 highways. I could buy a province. I'm still 2 gains short, so I should set it for next turn. I don't think I need any more highways than I have. 4 is a good enough number for all the stuff I potentially wanted to do. Now, how many gains can he do? Wait a second. I thought I had 2 upgrades. I guess I only have the 1. Oh yeah, I was contemplating getting one like a few turns back and then didn't. So he has a a upgrade gain, 2 stonemason gains, and then a buy, I think is it. Yeah, he doesn't have a whole lot of gains. I think I can be kind of cavalier with how much I lower these piles and then not worry about it too much. So that probably means I want some more upgrades so I can threaten to take a bunch of duchies on my turn. And some more villages, so the piles are kind of low enough that I can easily pile out, but not low enough that he can. And then maybe a storyteller, just in case I need extra draw. Like, I'm drawing right now as is with these 4 Aventos, but maybe a storyteller could help with reliability. I'm also going to get another imp, so maybe I don't need to care about that. Yeah, I think I just want to gain some upgrades. Take a storyteller off of this one. Now I should play this highway if I want to gain 5 cost cards, more than 4 cost cards, which I assume I do. I can get cash, actually. I could play the highway and then upgrade a copper into a cash. And then I could trash those coppers again easy enough with Storyteller. No, not with Storyteller. With Silver. Plus Sauna as needed, I guess. Actually, that might be a thing to think about next turn. Like, if I just take a bunch of upgrades now and then draw, I can upgrade like a copper into a cash, which gives me 3 more targets for future upgrades into duchies. I don't know. I feel like all these lines lead to me winning the following turn, so I shouldn't think about it too much. I definitely want 4 costs, so I can play that now. Yeah, I'm not taking cash this turn. Let's just take another upgrade, I guess. And I can top deck a storyteller. That seems good. Yeah, let's trash this into a gold. Take 2 storytellers. And dang it. I wanted to draw 1 storyteller so I could have a storyteller and a gold on top. But top taking 2 storytellers still seems pretty good. And I'll just turn this into another upgrade, I guess. Actually, maybe this should be cash. I have no concerns about drawing coppers because I know I've got 2 storytellers on top already. And the extra money actually kind of seems good. I'm going to do it. I'm going to take a cash. Let's do it. Okay. I'll take province here. That might have been dumb. I should have trashed some of these coppers. You know what? I didn't need to play 9 money. I don't know why I kept those coppers there. I should have trashed the coppers with silvers. I kind of forget now that the Sauna Avento thing is no longer like an auto thing. I think it's an improvement. I nonetheless like the change where Sauna Silver now autoplay doesn't trash instead of default trashing. Because I was more annoyed by context where I like accidentally trashed a gold than context where I forgetfully failed to trash a copper. But there's downsides to both ways, like this, where I sort of neglected to think that I could trash those coppers when I probably should have. I still feel pretty good. Like, University is probably the worst card for me to draw right now. Drawing treasures is actually good for my likelihood of failing to dud. And drawing Aventos is obviously, or Imps is also very good. So the worst case scenario for me right now is just like drawing all my universities early. But I think provided that I find my draw cards, I will win this turn, I think. Maybe not. I think I can do 6 duchies. I don't think 6 duchies is that hard. That's not the card I want to see. Okay, Imp is a fine card to see. Okay, Avanto, don't mind if I play you. This is looking good. Let's just take those highways, presumptively. Now, I do have to make sure I don't play too many highways. I have 2 on my discard that I should not play, because I want to leave duchies at 1 so I can upgrade things into them. Let's go ahead and uni for that highway. I can already play 1 upgrade now. I've already played all the highways I needed to play, so I can play all my upgrades now if I need to. Let's go ahead and turn that into a duchy. And I can't upgrade university into duchy, though. That's unfortunate. Let's get another duchy. I think I just want to spend all this drawing. I've got plenty more cards down there if needed. Let's upgrade that. How many upgrades do I have anyway? 4, right? Yeah. I've played 3. Looks like it. So I'll need to gain another upgrade and draw back to it. Yeah. And it's needed to have at least 2 cards costing less than a duchy. So that can be the copper and the village, I think. I need to leave 1 more coin as well to buy the to buy the last duchy. So maybe I should uni for an extra target. What else down there? I have some highways down there that I don't want to play. Oh, I could uni for 2 stonemasons, and then as long as I find either of those, I could stonemason the gold. Yeah, I think I like that. Or if I find both upgrades, I can upgrade the stonemasons. So let's do this on cash. I'm going to save the gold. Okay, this looks like a win in hand. Yeah, I'm just going to turn that into duchies and then buy a duchy. Okay. GG. 3 up. I liked having the universities there. I feel like it gave me a lot of pile control and let me get a lot of the Avantos. I feel like skipping university was bad for him. I thought the idea was he just got the Devil's Workshop first with the intent of going for university, but if he was skipping entirely, I think that was a mistake. I'm still kind of thinking maybe potion plus plan on university might have been the best opening on 4-3. 5-2 is nice. I like opening upgrade. Let's look at this one. Plus buy, Seaway, Baron. Improve can also gain things, potentially ruin market maybe. Trashing is just Apprentice, which is sufficiently little to make me think which will be good. We got plenty of villages with Hunting Lodge, Bandit Camp, Port. I think this just has to be Improved Magpie. I can't really see anything else that even seems remotely competitive. And I guess turning this Improve into another Magpie is probably better than having another Improve in my deck. And I think first 5's got to be Witch, right? I mean, it could be Apprentice. I see 4 of my coppers, so I'm most likely just buying another Improve. Maybe I do take Apprentice first. If I am regaining Improve, then it'll play better with that. I mean, Witch is better provided they don't collide, which is more likely than not. What did he do? So he has an improve. He seems relatively likely to hit 5 here. And he has ports, so he's going to be getting a witch. That seems very likely to me. I will not be hitting 4 next turn, so I cannot likewise get ports. I think witches still is better. Witches has to be better. I do get another magpie, I guess, which is nice. I just have to hope my witch and my improve don't collide. Which it's not looking good for those odds. There is 0% chance that I both get to play my witch this shuffle and also it doesn't collide with my improve. How unfortunate. Now, are those bottom 2 cards both coppers? I might consider just playing witch here. Let me double check. So I had a copper in my starting hand. I drew a second copper. I drew a third copper. Yeah, I think those last 2 cards are just copper. So I'm just going to play witch. The idea was to get the witch back in the shuffle and see it soon, but with this hand, maybe I'm not going to anyway. More ports. Witch is independently kind of a good draw card here. There's plenty of villages and not much draw. And so I won't even be unhappy to have witches once the curses run out. Please stop giving me those. I'm losing this game. Okay, so the 4-0 is not going to be a thing. These draws are just much better for him. Yeah. This is real bad. And he's player 1. Alright. So I'll be 3-1 going to the next game. And then I just have to not pull a Warriors. What was the other team that blew a 3-1 lead? The White Sox, I think. Yeah, he's already got 2 5s, about to add 3 more, I would think. Eek. Eek, eek, eek. I'm in danger. I do have magpies. That is one thing to my advantage. So I think I'm going to upgrade both of these magpies into 5s. Probably a second witch and an apprentice. I should consider seawaying something soon. Maybe, actually. I don't know. I mean, my deck isn't really at the point where I have the capacity to make much use of plus buy, is it? But my thought process would just be I want to get seaway on magpie or ports before they both run out. But maybe just getting more 5s in my deck is more important. Alternatively, I could, like, buying port gets me more ports than seawaying port. I do think I value the villages pretty highly. In fact, I'm just going to turn all of these into witches. And hope that he duds here and maybe I can make him come back on... Alright, here we go. Come back on the curses. It's going to happen. I'm going to top deck all these witches, and I'm going to play them all. Alright, 2 of them. 2 of them are getting there. Third, we got close. We got close. I've now given out 3 curses? 3 curses, okay. So I think I'm only going to lose this curse split 6-4. This is tough. Magpies are going to run imminently. Curses are going to run imminently. Yeah, I don't think there's time to get Seaway and like think about doing real things. I think we're already in the end game. On turn 9. I should think about scoring very seriously. Harem is looking kind of attractive. It's got two. I mean, it's 2 victory points, but it can be drawn by magpies. I think I want the harem. I want to do it. All right, let's see if this card plays out. Oh yeah, he's not having good hands. Maybe I'm back in this. All right. It was looking real bad a second ago. Real bad. But he's buying estates already. Yeah. Oof. I think I'm just gonna follow up in terms of scoring points. Okay. So I can improve Port into Duchy or Witch into Harem. I think Port into Duchy is probably better, worth more points than I value the draw. I think I value having another improve in my deck. These things are really good in the end game. And I shall trash Port into Duchy. It could also be Apprentice. Apprentice is like hella draw. How close are piles turning out? Still pretty close. It's either Duchy or Apprentice. If I draw the Apprentice on top, I'm really happy. Like, really happy. But maybe there's a world where he just ends the game before I even get a chance to play the Apprentice. I think I'm just going to take the Duchy. We'll see how that goes. Well, my Harem did not get to get drawn by Magpie. But I don't mind seeing it on the top. Please stop giving me curses. Uh-oh. That's a big number. That is a big number. Many points. Don't lower those piles. How dare you. No, Magpie, don't lower things. We're not in the position to lower things right now. Okay. So I think I have to get 2 duchies here, right? Anything else is just like imminently losing. I don't see anything else even plausible. Alright. Okay. This is looking good. This is looking good. Okay. I just need to gain a Magpie and hit 2 money. Neither is guaranteed. Alright? Alright, this is the win. I got the win in hand. Oh, thank goodness. Alright, I'll buy a state. Oh, I can improve a thing too. Get a second harem. GG's. I feel like I've had better draws throughout. Like, maybe game 3, the lack of universities was like a misplay, but I've had good draws. Not sure what the brain fart was. The trick is just to shuffle your deck well. All right, on to the round of 16.